Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to a NJCOURTSTV presents, in collaboration with Sky Chopper 420, a continuance into our investigation of the illegal homeless camp. Well, one of the many here in our community of Las Cruces, New Mexico, but this is one that we've been investigating for a while now. This is one that, if you noticed in the thumbnail, that thumbnail came from one of the screenshots from a previous live stream that we did with Sky Chopper 420. So it's been a while. It's actually been probably a month or so since we've checked in on our illegal homeless encampment. Let's see how it's going. Let's see what's going on with everybody. Plus, it's a beautiful day for another flight. Great time to get some stick time. And exciting time to make an announcement. We've got a big show coming up tomorrow, right before a big week that we have coming up. So very excited for just all the things coming up within the next few weeks. What up, Roofer? What up, Electric Crystals? Oh, before I forget, I want to say a huge thank you so much. As a matter of fact, oh man, I don't have my other phone with me. But we had Miss, I always say Miss, I'm going to assume Miss Valenzuela earlier in the chat had donated or made a super chat and a super sticker. I got to see those before I started the stream. So I want to say thank you so much, Miss Darlene Valenzuela, again, for all your continued support, and it's great to see you back in the stream. All right, everybody, before my Sky Chopper 420 overheats, let's get it going up in the air. Give me a second, and I'll be right with you guys. If all goes well, you should be looking at what I'm looking at here in a second. I'm going to switch over to this bad boy. Oh, perfect. Excellent. All right, let's get this up in the air. Alright, we're in the air. Hey, good to see everything everywhere, everybody. Let's check it out. Well, we are in the air. Get you guys a better view. Let's just make sure everything looks good on my end. It sure does. Alright, buckle up, hang tight. Weather looks great. Wind is calm. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on. We're at about 51 feet of elevation. Let's go ahead and get up here a little bit higher. Ooh, it looked like it rained a bit. All right, and let's go check it out. All right, excellent. We'll follow this path here. What up, Johnny Donuts? Yeah, what a beautiful view. That's the Oregon Mountains right there. Do a nice little scan. Let's just take in some of the gorgeous view before we start taking in some of the bad stuff. Well, hopefully. I'm going to hope that there's no bad stuff going on. But yeah, gorgeous day for a flight. We'll follow our old little trusty road here. And then I think we actually got to start cutting in soon, if I'm not mistaken. I think, well, let's just follow the road. I think we run into one camp, and then that's when we cut in into the other one. Let's see. It's been a while. They may have cleaned up the site. Let's go check it out. All right, I know we got one homeboy that used to be over here. Let's see. What's going on over here? Yep, there's that one little site over there. don't think anybody's there, so that tells me they're probably at the big camp. Let's do a little zoom in really quick. Oops. It's 2x. Let's go 4x. I don't see anything. That means they're probably partying at the party tent. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is where we cut for the party tent. Now, there used to be a little camp over here. Let's go check out if this one's over here by the water. This one was pretty hidden over here. They made a big mess over here for a bit. Yeah, it's still there. Let's see what we got going on over here. That's still there. Yeah, that still looks nice and ugly. That's great. What up, Spirit in the Sky Blue? What up, Vanessa Jean? Yeah, it really definitely makes you want to go out hiking. But the only thing is you run into scary stuff like that, you know? Who wants to be out here when you got a lot of meth heads running around doing bad stuff? I already ran into some shady characters that came up to me while I was setting up here just asking me for a cigarette, which, hey, I don't mind asking me for a cigarette, but they look kind of like if I didn't have one, you know, they were gonna do something else. And I was kind of like, well, shit. Hopefully they're nice people. All right, so where's our dude? With all the green now, it kind of throws you off. So our homeboys should be over here somewhere. If I remember, they were kind of over here. I always remember looking out for their fire. Make sure we ain't got no snipers down here trying to take us out. All right, we're good. All right, let's continue. I think they're over here. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they should be down here somewhere. They were in like this little ravine. I think I see the party. Well, let's not ruin our surprise yet. This thing's pretty loud this time of the day. All right. Oh, let's see. These guys look like they cleaned up a bit. Oh, shit. Homeboys are out of here. Something must have happened, bro. They done moved up. They done moved out of here. All they left is their big-ass campfire. Let's see if they just moved down the road a bit. Well, that's the end of that road right there. Let's see. Let's keep looking, shall we? Maybe I just missed a spot. It looks like they cleaned up over here. Maybe the police came down and cleaned up shop finally. Yeah, that used to be where they were at, right here. Look, you can see all their crap that they left, but they're gone. They had a big old campsite. This one I have is so right now, I'm rocking the DJI Mini 3, just the regular one, and they got some good deals right now on Amazon, bro. You could pick up the DJI Mini 3 with just the basic remote for $350 last time I checked, the whole package. Or if you want the fancy remote with the built-in screen, that one was $450, bro. That's a steal. And these things rock. I mean, you see what I'm doing. And this is just at 720, bro. If you get the Pro Series, that'll let you transmit live streaming at 1080, which I don't really need 1080 to live stream, but I can still record 480, 4K if I want to, you know what I mean? But for live streaming purposes, this works great. Let's go check out this other area. Oops. Switch that up. Okay, that's my better view here. I like this view here. Do some scanning around. Well, looks like they cleaned up the place a bit. Let's just make sure. What we got over here? Zoom in on this right here. It just looks like a rubble pile. Nothing interesting. Let's go check out and see if there's any wildlife by the water. These ponds are just temporary ponds when it rains. No, I have the RC1, the original, and then I have the RCN one. I have 2 remotes. You can't, so on the RC1, you can't stream off of it. So you only can stream off of the RCN one, the manual remote. If you have the RC2 for the newer drones, that one you can stream off of. So it kind of worked out that I got both remotes at the end of the day. Let's go check out the path. We can always do some surveillance at Home Depot. There's some people chilling, doing a little running. Let's get up here over these power lines. Go buzz the trail a bit. All right, let's go do some surveillance at Old Target. You guys want to? Let's make sure everybody's behaving at Target. Keep your eyes out for anybody leaving their carts and not putting them in the cart racks. Keep your eyes out for any shady individuals too. Oh man, we're gonna have a big show about old Ski Mask Andy tomorrow, boy. Oh, who do we got here? All right, we got Worker. Let's see if he's going to go for a smoke break. Let's see what this let's see if Homeboy actually works or not. Let's see if he's getting his $13 an hour's worth, or Target's getting their 13. Okay. All right, he's working. Okay, I'm going to shut up here. Okay, he's doing his job. All right, I'll mind my business. All right, good job. Good doing that. You're awesome. All right, what else do we got? Usually the bad people hang out over here at Home Depot, bro. Damn, Home Depot's looking pretty empty. What happened? Did they close down Home Depot earlier? What the fuck? Oh, wait. No, that's that parking lot over there. I'm sorry, Home Depot's over there. I forgot. I was on 4X Zoom. No, not more warrants. I just got a little bit of more information, and we're going to have a poll tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to take a poll on who do you think is going to be spending Thanksgiving, or possibly, hopefully not Christmas, but we usually have a few people that we cover that spend the Thanksgiving, you know, during, or spend jail during Thanksgiving time. So we're going to have our little yearly poll. All right, everything looks good so far. I don't see anything crazy going on. Let's get back to the beautiful stuff. Let's keep looking for bad people. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it looks like they cleaned up the homeless camp, y'all. No joke. Let me zoom out of here. Oops. That's good. I'm glad to see that they did that. Let's just do one more scan over and make sure. So do you guys think, I used a Walmart, or not a Walmart, a Target, as they say it, for about 2 weeks. It was the closest thing to me at the fairgrounds when I was covering the fair last month. And people say it's a fancier Walmart, and I must agree it is. But I will say this, they still had plenty of stuff at $1. And I seem to enjoy it, to be honest with you. I enjoyed my experience at Target. All right, let's do one more fly around and see if we see anything. Keep your eyes peeled out. Maybe it was because it was the fancy one that has the parking lot that you park underneath, you know? Hold on, let's see if anybody's back here. This was the only little, like, campsite we saw that looked kind of active. And see, he's not there, so that tells me he's either working or they moved the party spot somewhere. Maybe they just moved the party spot somewhere. Let's see. We'll do a little loop-de-loop. But I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm in New Mexico, Marshall John. Oh, there it is. Found it. Eek, eek. Party spot found. Party spot found. I knew it was too good to be true. Check it out. What do we got there? Yep, there's our party, guys. They just moved it closer to the fucking street. That's all they did. They got smarter is what they did. Motherfuckers. Yep, that's the same tent. I guarantee you, if you look at my thumbnail right now, that tent's gonna match. Alright, let's see if we can get a little closer to the party spot. God damn, that's a clutter. See anything moving? Anything breathing? Yeah, that's all my homies did, is just move it closer to this building. Alright, so one party spot found. Let's keep moving. They just moved it closer to the business. That's all they did. What's this over here? Oh, I think we found another one. Yep, there's another one. Yeah, these guys just got smarter, man. That's all they did. Hell yeah. Why walk farther every morning to get to the road that we're going to be working on when we just park right next to here? They're not doing anything. See, that's what happens when you're in a city that doesn't do shit for law enforcement or anything. This is funny how we can compare from last month to where these guys moved to now this month. I wonder if there's anybody. No, they're not going to be over here. They used to be right over here in this little crack. There used to be a guy over here for a bit. I don't know if he's still here. No, it looks like he got cleared out. And then they had that big mess over here by the water. But yeah, all they basically did was just move from this little ravine right here just over to the back of the building right here. Party spot acquired. Incoming. Alright, let's check it out one last time, and then we're going to come in for a landing. Alright, well, you almost fooled me. I thought for a second these guys were done, but nope. They're still here. Look at that sunset coming down in the mountains. This is the DJI Mini 3 that we're live broadcasting from. Not the Pro, just the regular DJI Mini 3. We're broadcasting in 720p. The Pro version allows you to broadcast in 1080. And any of the, obviously the 5 Pro and the 4 Pro will allow you to broadcast live streaming in 1080. The 3 Pro does, but I just have the regular Mini 3. So this one, the best I can live stream on is 720, but of course you can record in 4K, up to 4K 30. All right, so let's go in for a landing, boys and girls. Should we try that? attempt that at home now. You got to get good at hand landings. Hopefully I won't jinx myself. All right, let me shut you guys off. Oh, I know, the pitch angle's too bad. It's because we're not flying. Let me end this really quick. Ow. And then that should bring you guys to my live stream over here. DJI app. Yes, that's what I'm doing it from, is the DJI app. I have it all set up through DJI app, and then I stream through Prism. That way when I end the, like when I shut the drone down, it doesn't end my stream. So now I can just do this, and boom, now I'm back to regular streaming. So I've been able, now I figured out how to incorporate the DJI app in with the Prism live streaming app is what I did. So now I can just go back to regular live streaming, you know what I mean? Like, all right, let's go for a walk. You know what I mean? Literally, what, for my birthday weekend, we went from fucking, we broadcasted from a drone to a fucking, we broadcasted live stream from the air, underwater, from my dog, and then a regular live stream on one stream, bro. I think we broke the, like, literally, people are going to be like, you're full of shit. I think we broke a World Guinness Book of Records for streaming on one live stream, underwater, in the air, on a dog, and regular live stream. In one stream. But yeah, now I can just switch off to here and just do like a regular normal stream, you know what I mean? This is what I've been wanting to do for a long time, was incorporate a drone and with my regular stream, and I'm happy that I was able to figure it out and do it on a budget. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna be doing the Balloon Fiesta coverage coming up. I've got a pretty good show tomorrow with some court updates for all my court people. Don't worry, I didn't forget about that. And yeah, and then I'm going to be announcing what I have lined up coming up for the next few weeks. So really excited about that. Let me just shut my drone off. That's the one thing, is you don't want to leave your drone running if it's not flying, because flying is what keeps it cool. Your drone, believe it or not, can overheat just like a phone. Get my gimbal, but yeah. Get my gimbal protector on there, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little, they call the golden hour flight. But yeah, I thought, I was kind of not excited. I just thought they did a good job and they actually cleaned up the place. But now all they did is the homeless guys just got smarter and moved closer to the fucking buildings. So I'm curious to see if any of those buildings are starting to get broken into. That'll be our next investigation. We'll go and interview those business owners and see if anything's been going on with their buildings, and show them the drone video. We'll show them the live footage and see, did you know that literally right behind your building, about a stone throws away, there's a whole little encampment of these guys that Lord knows what they do all night while your building's closed down? Maybe they don't do anything. But we'll interview the business owners and we'll find out. All right, let me get this put away. And then we can talk a little bit more. Whoa, what happened there? Yeah, let's not do that. There we go. And the guys are probably still out roaming around because they weren't at the camp yet, so. And that probably has to do with the weather's nice, you know what I mean? It gets darker earlier, but more people are out and about driving around because it is still nice and cool right now. So they're probably staying out longer. But now that it's going to get colder, I can guarantee you they're also going to start making bigger fires. Hey, thank you, Aaron. You recognized it. It's one of my favorite shirts, bro. I get so many compliments on this shirt as well. I love wearing it. All right, let me just put away my shit here, and then we'll talk a little bit more before I call it a little evening stream. But yeah, we got a good court show tomorrow. I don't know if you guys want to do morning or if we should just do afternoon like I always usually do. I'll probably do a morning show, because it's been a while since we've done a morning show. I mean, technically, I had another battery. If I wanted to load up another battery, I could have, but it's getting too dark to fly. I don't have a light, or what do they call it? There's a certain type of light you have to have. Basically, they have to be able to see it for 3 miles, and that would defeat the purpose of what we're doing, flying at night where everybody can see, you know what I mean? So we're trying to be covert. So, yeah, I don't fly at night, but if you have the right licensing, you can certainly fly at night, and you have the right equipment, you can fly at night. Now, check all your local laws, though. But, yeah, so otherwise, yeah, if it was daytime, we could have put in another battery. I could have kept the stream going. Because, see, what happens is when you stream just from the DJI app alone, once that battery gets switched out, because you can't do a hot swap, once that powers down, it's going to end the stream. So, since I incorporated it with the Prism app, basically, I can do like what I said I want to do, if I ever want to, is bring the drone down, swap out the battery and put it back up, and the stream, yeah, the stream will shut down just from the drone, but you'll still see me and there'll be an active stream. And then once I get the new drone back up with the new battery, then I just switch it to that and boom, we're back up. So yeah, it works out really good. Actually, technically, I could go on for over an hour. I got 3 batteries, so. And that's the plan, you know. The plan is we're going to start incorporating the drone more, and we're going to start doing longer broadcasts. And yeah, I hope you guys are going to enjoy. That was a fun little flight. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We were able to enjoy some beautiful scenery and also get, you know, do a little bit as part, like I said, of our investigation and see that they moved. They just moved closer, which, does that equal more problems for these buildings that now have these homeless encampment basically backed up to it? But those are the beautiful Oregon mountains in the background. Give you a last little 360. All right, my peeps. Hope you guys enjoy that little stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, I have a court news update show. I'd say a pretty extensive one because we got a lot of updates, you know. Not going to get like too far into them, but I'm going to remind everybody of all the new court hearings coming up and what happened to any of the other people that we may have missed from the last month or two. And then we're going to do a little focus on old Ski Mask Annie and a few other peeps. And we're going to have a little vote and see if who you guys think will possibly be spending jail during Thanksgiving and maybe Christmas time. Which I hope it doesn't happen, but we've got a few peeps that got warrants out, man. And honestly, history has told us that these same peeps tend to be in jail during the holidays. So, just saying, if you want to go with the history and the science, speaks for itself. All right, my friends, man, I got to get trimmed up before this fucking next coverage, dude. Hey, you guys might see me actually live again when we do the Benjamin Franklin, because I told you I'd do that live, so. Benjamin Franklin live stream coming very, very soon. It's time. The Benjamin Franklin, it's time. They call it, I liked how somebody worded it the other day. They said it's business closed in the front, but the party's in the back. If you know what I mean? All right, everybody, I'll leave you with that. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night. We've got a lot of cool and fun shit coming up. You don't even understand. It's going to be a fun next fucking month from now until the end of October. Again, thank you. I appreciate all the supporters. Thank you, everybody that's helped support the stream since we started this fundraiser for all the awesome activities that we're going to be doing. And I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. And thank you again, Diane Valenzuela, for your support earlier on with the super sticker and the super chat. I appreciate it. You guys, or excuse me, not Diane, Darlene. I apologize. Darlene. I don't know where I got Diane. Darlene, I apologize. Thank you so much for your continued support. All right, everybody, have a great night. Take it easy. NJ Courts is officially out of here. Peace. Sorry, I didn't give you a warning.